Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm excited to share a slightly different birdwatching experience, one that combines my love of birds with some fascinating new technology. Recently I installed a Birdfy real-time birdwatching camera and feeder in my backyard, and over the past several weeks I've had an opportunity to see what it can do. Smart bird feeders and birdwatching cameras have become increasingly popular. Several companies now offer cameras that allow us to watch birds remotely, record their visits, and even use artificial intelligence to help identify the species appearing at our feeders. Beyond simply being entertaining, technology like this has interesting potential for citizen science. By observing which species visits our yards, when they arrive, and how frequently they return, backyard birdwatchers can become more aware of changes in local bird populations and seasonal activity. So let me show you my experience with the Birdfy camera and introduce you to some of the feathered visitors it captured in my backyard. One thing I immediately liked about the Birdfy system was how straightforward it was to assemble and install. The feeder is built around a real-time camera, with the camera positioned to give a close view of birds as they approach the foot. The system is powered by a solar panel, which is particularly convenient for an outdoor installation because there is no need to run an electrical cable from the house. I installed mine on a fence post in my backyard and some distance away from the house. Once the feeder was filled with seed, it was simply a matter of waiting for the birds to discover it. And as every backyard bird watcher knows, they usually do. The Birdfy system works with an accompanying smartphone app. When activity is detected at the feeder, the camera can record the visitor and send notifications to your phone. That means I don't necessarily have to be sitting near a window watching the feeder. I can remotely see what has arrived. The software also attempts to identify the little bird species, creating a record of the visitors at the times at which they appeared. But technology aside, the most enjoyable part is simply seeing the birds up close. And it wasn't long before my backyard residents began investigating this new source of food. One of the first birds to appear was this delightful little Carolina Wren. Carolina Wrens are among the most familiar birds in our Louisiana backyards, and I happen to have a pair nesting in my yard. For such a small bird, the Carolina Wren has an enormous personality and an equally impressive voice. What I particularly enjoyed watching through the camera was its constant movement. The wren rarely seems to sit still for a very long time. It hops around, investigates, turns around, looks underneath things, and disappears almost as quickly as it arrived. My next visitor hardly needs an introduction. The brilliant male northern cardinal is surely one of the most recognizable backyard birds in North America. And when one appears directly in front of the camera, it is difficult to ignore. The male's intense red plumage, prominent crest, reddish-orange bill, and contrasting black facial mask make him absolutely spectacular. Northern cardinals are year-round residents in our neighborhood, and so they are familiar visitors to my backyard throughout the seasons. The female is much more subtly colored than the male, but I think she is equally beautiful. The next visitor was considerably larger and considerably more enthusiastic about the food. The common grackle is a bird that many people initially describe as simply black, but look at a male grackle in good light and that description quickly changes. Its plumage can reveal wonderful iridescent shades of violet, blue, bronze, and green depending upon the angle of the sunlight. The pale yellow eye provides an additional striking contrast. The close-up camera does a particularly nice job of revealing its iridescence. Grackles are also enthusiastic eaters. Once they discover a feeder, they can dominate it for quite some time, rapidly helping themselves to the available seed. They are intelligent, adaptable, and their success around human environments is one of the reasons they have become such familiar inhabitants in our neighborhoods. Another visitor captured by the camera was the elegant white-winged dove. White-winged doves are particularly noticeable by the bold patches along their wings. When the bird takes flight, those markings become even more prominent. They also have beautiful skin around the eyes, blue skin, and a dark masking on the cheeks. These doves are graceful birds, and watching one calmly feeding provides quite a contrast to the rapid movements of a Carolina wren or the enthusiastic feeding of a grackle. The camera captured its subtle beauty remarkably well. Sometimes the most interesting advantage of a feeder camera isn't simply identifying a bird. It is being able to study familiar birds from a perspective that we normally don't get to see. Next came another familiar backyard visitor, the house finch. Male house finches are usually recognized by the reddish coloring around the head and upper breast, although the intensity and shade can vary considerably between individuals. The female, which is visited my feeder, is considerably more understated. She lacks the male's red coloration, instead has a finely straight brown and gray appearance. But understated certainly doesn't mean unattractive. Seen at close range, the intricate streaking of her feathers becomes quite beautiful. And finally, we come to one of my favorite little backyard characters, the tufted titmouse. This is another bird that with plenty of personality packed into a very small body. It is easily recognized by its prominent crest, large gray eyes, upper parts, pale underside, and subtle rusty coloration among its flanks. Like many titmice, it often approaches a feeder very differently from some of the larger birds. After using the Birdfy system, I found that its most interesting feature wasn't simply getting photographs or video clips of birds. It was the opportunity to observe behavior. The software keeps track of activity at the feeder and attempts to identify the species visiting it. It also records who those visitors were, when they occur, allowing you to develop a better picture of what's happening in your backyard throughout the day. The identification system isn't perfect. Like any AI-based identification technology, it depends upon the quality of the image, the angle of the bird, and the species represented in its database. As the technology and databases improve, I expect identification accuracy will improve as well. But even with those limitations, I found the system very useful. During the summer, most of the birds appearing at my feeder are familiar resident species rather than winter visitors or passage migrants. So that has been my experience so far with the real-time birdwatching camera by Birdfy in my backyard. For me, the technology doesn't replace traditional bird watching or bird photography. Instead, it provides another way of observing birds, particularly the intimate behaviors that can occur when we are not standing near the camera. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else appears as the seasons change and migrating birds begin moving through the area. Perhaps the next notification on my phone will reveal something completely unexpected. Thank you for joining me on this little backyard birdwatching adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and follow the channel for more bird and wildlife photography, backyard birding, and adventures from the field. Until next time, keep watching the birds and keep enjoying the extraordinary wildlife that may be awaiting right outside your door. Thank you very much for watching.